Hi, I just want to share a little bit about something. So, as a little background, I'm a middle child of three children, and both my siblings are boys, which means I have two brothers, one older brother and one younger brother. And as for my parents, my mom is very tough. She's not uh, she's not really affectionate. I think it's because the way she raised, stuff like that. And I often argue with her because the tone that she made and the tone that I made and stuff like that. And also my dad is basically like quite the same as my mom. Also because the way he raised. So I often complain about this, okay? Like why couldn't she be affectionate and why couldn't she why couldn't she talk in more affectionate way, kayak lembut dan sebagainya gitu. But I don't think that's the problem because the way she raised is just so far from that. So it's not fair to put those expectations on her because on other aspects she's great. She also work and she's tough, but in a way that we have sense of independence and discipline. Just fair amounts of it. And I've got a boyfriend. He's also a middle child. The difference is he has older brother and little sister. And recently he went home for his family's departure, so they're moving, right? They're moving from one town to another, like that. So he had to go back home because he was the only one that is quote unquote capable to help because his dad is sick and he's been on a wheelchair for quite some time now. Actually, my boyfriend was 3 years old when his father went sick, so yeah, that's the whole story. And from my observation, his mom is like the total opposite of my mom. His mom is affectionate. She always talk in a way that I would prefer more compared to my mom, and etc. So whenever we were together, we're both in college and we're from other town to this city for college. So whenever we were together, his mom would call him, blah blah blah, and I was always feel their family dynamic. Even his little sister is also talking to him on the phone, so I could also tell about their, about who they are. And when he went home, it turns out it's very stressful for him because there's no sense of distributing the house chores and the house roles in his household. Compared to my family, in my family, we have the separations of chores. For example, my big brother, he would sweep the floor every morning and he would do the laundry, and same as my little brother, he would sweep the floor but only on the front area, and I would sweep the floor on the afternoon and I would do the dishes. And yeah, we basically have our own thing to do. It's not perfect because especially my little brother, he's not very disciplined about it. And compared to my big brother and my little brother is like the most undisciplined, but he fulfill his duty because my parents are making it clear to him that this is your chores and you need to get it done. If you don't get it done, you will get consequences, And this kind of concept is not exist in my boyfriend's family. In his family, everything is put on him because he's the most capable one, because he can do many stuff. Just because he can do many stuff, it doesn't mean that he's supposed to do everything, which is not fair, right? Especially he got a little sister, And this little sister, she didn't lift a finger when they moved to the new house, and even on the process. Well, to be fair, she probably takes care of her stuff, right? But that's not enough, because in their house, old house, there are so many things. But his little sister is never given any responsibility from their parents. And there's no consequences when she doesn't do that, which means that she will keep on doing that. Well, I'm not trying to say that abuse is okay, especially for house chores and stuff. But discipline needs to be put. Discipline is built based on the sense of responsibility, and if you don't fulfill responsibility, there will be consequences, right? This kind of concept is not exist, especially for her in the family, especially for my boyfriend's little sister in his family. So from my observation, she grows up to be somebody who knows that every work is done not by her own hand, and she could just get away from it. This happens many times. For example, when she crashed her motorcycle, shit happens, crap happens, I crashed my motorcycle once, but I took responsibilities from it. At least I got the consequences because I did that. Because from any perspectives, there are parts of that accident that it was my fault, right? And I got consequences. I held accountability for that. And it makes me think, it makes me learn that I should be more careful and I should take responsibilities. But for his little sister, his mom, my boyfriend's mom, was calling my boyfriend, told him to order the new spare part of the motorcycle, but not telling the older brother because the older brother is the one that mostly provide them. What is the reason? Because his mom didn't want his older brother to know anything about the accident, which means the accident that happened to the little sister's motorcycle. So what does it mean? She is protecting her from the fault that she did. See, this is a very dangerous thing because once this happens, it will create some kind of domino effect, in my opinion. And there will be an idea in this little sister's head that, oh, if I did something wrong, my mom will cover for me. My dad, because he's sick, he will also cover for me because it also happens. Like she would just ask her daddy for some protection and he will just give it to her, and same as the mom, and the mom will also going to do her homework, especially in this online school stuff. She's becoming very, very smart in the book because the one doing her homework is her mom. Now you see where this is coming from? What she need is a tougher parents. Not tougher in a way physical punishment, because I'm all about against any physical punishment that will hurt anyone physically and mentally. But what she need is somebody to tell her that she will have consequences if she does not do what she's supposed to do. It doesn't necessarily that we abuse someone, but it means that we care about someone so they could survive when it happens to them, and we are building that character within them from the little things. And what has been happening to her, in my perspective, is the total opposite from it. About how she's told that everyone is gonna conspire to make her safe from the fault that she done, and there will be no consequences from it. And who's the one who really suffer from this? My boyfriend. Because as I said, he was the one taking care of everything. He's burned out. Meanwhile, on the other hand, his little sister does not lift a finger and does not help accountability from it. Does not help accountable from it. I'm sorry if that's the wrong grammar. But the case here is, back to my own family actually. I feel grateful that my mom and dad did what they did. I was really thinking that, why are you so tough about this? Like, what is this house chores things? Is it because I'm a girl? But both my brothers are having the same portion. Not necessarily the same, but they also have their own responsibilities. And the more I look at it, the more I see about how good it is compared to other things, especially my boyfriend's family. It's obviously way better when you do something and other people are taking part of it too, like especially in the family, in the siblings dynamics, because you will feel like your parents are taking sides and etc. when you are the one given more chores, for example. And it happened to me when I was younger. I felt like I was the maid of the family, the maid, because I was the only girl. But I forgot to think about what is the long-term effect from it, about how I will take responsibilities and understand the concept of responsibilities itself, about the consequences that I will get, Now that I look back at it, I'm grateful that I have parents that I have, that they're tough enough to punish us. Sometimes it feels a lot tougher than it is, but it is way better than just someone, a mom or a dad, that just do lip service to you, that they will talk nicely to you, affectionate to you, but they're picking sides on your sibling. It's like what happened to my boyfriend, and I feel really bad for him. I feel really sorry for him. And now I know what is the real definition of being a maid in the family, and I'm totally not one of them. Okay, that's all what I wanted to share. It's been 13 minutes, and I'll see you soon. I don't know if I'll see you, but I hope I do. See you.